Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So Ethereum is still consolidating above support. Our determined support level hasn't been broken. There are two support levels we're watching depending on which wave degree we're in, basically indicating primary and alternative scenario. Both are bullish for now, but we still take a very much cautious approach about the crypto market at the moment because it is very much possible that we are not yet in an actual breakout, but that we still get a rejection. So it's very, very early days still across the market, across a breakout. Ether has broken out above this line a few days ago at 1750. It's now consolidating above that line, which is actually good to see. I would prefer if Ether could hold it for now and not break down, because it would just indicate trend continuation higher. There is the idea that we are now in this wave 3 to the upside. In wave 3, we would prefer one more extension higher in circle wave 5, which could take us first of all to 1900. There should be some resistance there. We talked about that. Ether is currently in a price channel actually. We see that on the daily time frame that I show you every few videos. And so be aware there could be resistance there, and then it can take it quite quickly to 2150. I do not necessarily think we go to 2150 in one go, but it is basically the next price target after breaking above 1900. Yeah, essentially as long as we're holding here 1755, there is no need to change anything on this chart. The white wave count remains the primary scenario. This A, B, C structure looks basically complete, but these can become quite complex. It is even possible that some kind of a triangle is forming here, so-called running triangle. Happens often in a wave 4, but we have an ABC structure basically complete. Can I rule out another move down? No. Support overall in this wave degree goes down to 1723. Bear in mind there's also a trend line coming up here that could provide temporary support. However, if we break below 1723, or if this correction continues to track sideways for many more days, I would have to assume we are already in the larger degree fourth wave that you see here. So it just depends on which wave degree we're in. That really depends on the micro count. There are a couple of possibilities how this can really be counted. So bottom line is below 1723, or if the correction takes much longer, we assume we're in the larger degree fourth wave. But I would prefer if today we get that extension higher in wave 3, then we can come down in wave 4. Note that if we get the extension higher, I will have to adjust this support level. It's basically a moving support that will move with the price. Already now, I would prefer to stay above 1755. Okay, if you break below that, 1723 and then 1660 is going to be relevant support. Below 1660, however, I have to flip bearish, because that would be an indication that this upcoming rally, or this ongoing rally, that it basically failed. Yeah, because we don't want a wave 4 to go below the golden ratio, below the 61.8 retracement at all. Yeah, also not in a diagonal pattern, even though there isn't really, it's not really clear invalidation, but we would also cut into the price range of wave 1. So it would basically rule out an impulse, even though this doesn't look impulsive. Yes, you could say visually, but this is a mess here. Okay, we could say maybe this was just slippage here, this peak, but you know, you can't just leave those movements out of the equation, okay? Because then you pick and choose what you want to count, what you don't want to count. But essentially we focus on higher until the market proves and shows us that we shouldn't anymore. Yeah, and that you can only do that with a break below support, and that would indicate that the important structures, the important bullish structures we're tracking at the moment, that they start to crack. And only then we have to flip bearish. At the moment, the focus remains on higher. It's actually good that Ether is bit boring at the moment. Okay, that's really good, especially after a breakout above an important point. I mean, Ether hasn't really broken out above the 2023 highs, but Ether has broken above the October high. That was a first step and is consolidating above it, which is good to see. So yeah, not much more to add. First evidence that this fifth wave is starting would be a break above the 1855 level. I'll keep you updated. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.